guys, and welcome to my channel Flame War 4. In this issue 65, I build a Terminator T-800. We're going to be continuing to build that lower part of that leg. So I'm going to just quickly open this up and have a look, because we have a mysterious box. So let's have a look. Let's put this down on the floor. This magazine's a bit bent out of shape. So I guess maybe the pieces are all in here. So that's a bit different, having them all in there. So maybe they're trying to keep it safe, stop it breaking. So this piece is quite different. It's cool. So let's just get them all out, see what we've got in here. We should have a few pieces in here. So it coming in a box is definitely different. That's plastic, so they're probably trying to save that from getting broken, because it's quite delicate. Again, this piece is plastic. The last one never came in a sort of cellophane packaging. Stay. Right. So we have a few more bits. So let's just have a look at 65-1 is going to be the lower leg casing. 65-2 is the lower leg part, which is going to be this one. 65-3 is going to be the screw housing, which is just in here. These are all in separate little bags. So this is a little different. So I'm just going to quickly cut these bags open and get the parts out to reveal them so they don't suffocate. Let's just quickly get these ones. And then these ones. So then we have 65-3, which is the screw housing, which I told you, which is just that bit. 2 km, 2 16mm screws, which are going to be those nice long thin ones again, which are just there. And then we have some dumpy ones, which are 8mm ones, 65-5. So there we go. So we'll just quickly put the box on the floor, and we will go through and have a look and see what we get to build in this issue. So again, it's pretty much the same steps as last time. We need to go grab this piece here, and we will be building on the opposite side to that again. So you just need to do the same thing as you did last time. You will need to just take your housing, which is 65-3, the KM long screw there, and then that will need to go through parallel to that into that recess here, and then we will be attaching this piece on there as well. So you need to make sure that that goes into there, and then that has that little recess cut out. We'll just attach that and then show you what that looks like once that's into place. Make sure you get it nice and straight. You do not want to cross thread this, guys, not at this stage, not when you're building up this lower part of the leg. We just seem to be building one complete side of the Terminator, and he's just not going to be able to stand up, so it's quite funny. So once you've done that, you should have that hole needs to be on this side, and then you should have it so it looks like that. So when it's around that way, it looks like this. You can't not get this wrong because it has that little cutout there. But you want to make sure that these two are parallel to it there, like so. Right, so the next bit that it's asking us to do, it's asking for us to put in a piece of the sleeve. So step 5 is to take the leg casing 65-1, which is here, and then note that there is a double tab in the neck, which it does. It just has a little double tab in the neck here, as you can see, of the part circled, and a whole halfway down arrow. Right, so what we need to do is we will need to now slide this over the top of that and into place, basically to sort of case all this in place. So that should just go in just like that. And there is a recess cut out, so it sits like that. So I don't know if you saw that. So if I just take that back out, see that recess in there? That pushes in and slots into place, and then it looks a little bit like that. So once you've done that, guys, and that is into place, step 7, this shown the leg case in 65-1 in place. The neck of the part 65-1 should be flush with the surface, which it is flush with the surface, 63-1. Right, cool. So we need to go now grab this piece, which is from a previous issue. So it says, turn the lower leg and the casing assembly over. Take the shin piece 64-1 supplied with the previous issue, which is here. Identify the 3 holes in part 65-1 where the pegs on the shin 64-1 will fit. As indicated by the arrows, check the fit. Note that the larger peg circled is a raised screw socket. So there you go. So what we need to do is we need to turn it around this way. We need to make sure that it's flush and parallel, and then this section here should go over the top. That should go through there, and it should go into that hole. You want to just make sure that all of that lines up, and don't know how difficult this is going to be to go into there, but I guess this is where we need to make sure that all of that is flush, so that goes in nicely. So there you go, so that's fitted into there nicely, and that's clicked into there nicely as well. So that's how that needs to go together. And then what it's saying to do is now to turn the page, find out what else there is. So we could have told us this before we decided to glue it into place, but I guess it didn't want to do that for us. But it's saying that we need to glue that into place. So we need to take that back out, which we can do, it's fine. So we're going to take that back out, and it wants us to put glue on these tabs here. So these two tabs here need to have glue on them. So we can go ahead and do that. So we're going to put some glue on this tab, and then we're going to put some glue on this tab. And then it's saying for us to put some glue on the end here, where it touches at the end there. So we're going to do that as well. So that's done. And then when we line this up, we need to make sure that this all still stays into place. And then when that goes down, that will glue into place there, and that will hold there. Then we can flip this up this way around, and then we need to pop a screw into there. So we need to take one of the thicker screws, which is just here, and put it onto our trusty screwdriver. That then will go into there, and we need to do that up. And this is all we get to do again, guys. So it's just so disappointing that we don't get to do more. I really want to do more. So that just goes in there like that. It doesn't ask us to put anything in the end here or anything like that, only that screw there, which is fine. And that holds all of that into place. You want to make sure you've done that up tight enough, because there's no screws holding that in place. So once that's done up, that should look a little bit like that. And then on this side, it will look like this. So that's how it needs to look at that stage, with it all flush and parallel like that. So there you go, and you should be left with two screws, which are just here, and you won't need to use those, which is sad. There's a little bit about a stalker, not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In the magazine it says stalker here, so we're going to go through and quickly go past this because I don't want to ruin it. The perils of radiation, there's something about banana. And then in the next issue, we're going to be doing issue 66. We're going to still continue building this lower right leg. So bear with us, guys. I know this is a bit of a tedious one, but please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.